Hello and assalamu alaikum. This is War Tiger channel and this is 1950 Cuban Conquest and this is the seventh part of this series. As you know that we have already gone deep into Canadian territory and we have captured all American territory, mainland territory. Only their overseas possessions remain. Here we are in Kujwak and we do some missile strikes on in the European theater to help the Soviet forces which are advancing. We will destroy these units which are commanded by general officers like this tank unit and the aircraft carrier, and we'll also destroy the naval artillery guns which are naval fortifications. This is the East Coast Force which was deployed to back out to defend this coast and to destroy the force that was trying to land on our east coast. Meanwhile we bomb Japanese troops which are on the western coast of America. Slowly we keep destroying them, and this is the fleet of warships that came from the Mexican theater. As you know, the Mexican theater is quiet and it has been won over, so all the troops have been moved north towards America. Aircraft carriers come into action, and this force will be moved towards the northwest actually. Meanwhile, Guderian takes over a city, and Graziani attacks another city. We cannot reach it by land, so we will have to para drop a troop, I suppose. Here we go. We drop a paratroop unit. Now whole forces will be moved forward. All tank units, all artillery and infantry units will be moved forward. Another American artillery gun is destroyed. Remember that we had attacked on three fronts. One was Mexican, one was Brazilian, and one was American front. We have gotten complete victory on two fronts, which are Brazilian, Mexican, and we will also wipe out the North American and Canadian troops. So we will complete all objectives. Then we will help our allies do the rest. I mean, we will help the Chinese troops and the Soviets to move forward, and all others. There are lots of them, including Poland and many other troops. And the turn comes back to us. We bomb Australian troops. Another warship is created. As you know that this port cannot be left alone. If you leave it, they'll immediately take it over, and then it's difficult to take it back. So precaution is better than cure. This is Anchorage city. This is the final main city of America which is left. So we will take over the city and also the port next to it, and the next city, the last remaining city. And then we will deploy all the forces. American Expeditionary Force, we will deploy it next to Anchorage, like we have deployed the Brazilian Expeditionary Force in Brazil, in Fortaleza. We paratroop another unit. We let's destroy this last. Let's take over the city as well. So we complete the conquest of Canada. Here we go, and Canada is defeated, and we have completed the capture of Canada and of Australia, American mainland. Only one port remains. All other cities are taken over, and all possessions we have taken, and only their overseas possessions are there in their hands. So we move our troops towards their stop, where they will be deployed for the moment until any next action is taken. Next plan of action is made for them. These warships come in the reinforcement of West Coast Force, and now the majority slips and the tables are turning. We'll bomb the city to help the Soviet troops and this warship as well, because these warships are threatening us. As you know that we have captured all our territories on all three fronts. We have got a comprehensive victory, and we have completed conquests on all three fronts. So we will remain and just help the allies with bombings and missile strikes, and possibly some land force as well, but that we will see later. For the moment, we will only do some naval attacks and pacify our own troops. I mean, our own territory. We'll clear it of all enemies. We'll clear all our waters, naval waters of the enemies, and we will deploy this force next to Anchorage. And we also take this port. We move the force downwards towards the coast near Anchorage. The supply of the city is increased, so the units will immediately be resupplied and they'll gain their HP, hit points. Slowly we move our units forward. Guderian and Manstein are also called back, and the other units will be sent towards the eastern force. I mean, near Ottawa in New York. This force will be moved towards the eastern side of the city, of the country, and they will be deployed near Ottawa and New York.